$8,599 economy class or $7,965 business class. Visit pht.com.au.
Mostly sunny this afternoon, but showers and storms tomorrow, 25. Sunday, a possible early storm with showers, 21. And Monday, cloudy, 21. Right now, it's 22 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
In your suburb.
Good evening from Port Noarlunga.
Across your state.
A sombre scene here in Bordertown tonight.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
South Australian parents urged to be extra vigilant.
Because your home is our home. Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Streaming live via the FIVEAA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is FIVEAA, always Adelaide. FIVEAA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Great to have your company on this Friday afternoon. It is 6 minutes after 3. If you're watching us now on the Complete Care live stream, Facebook and YouTube, thank you for doing that. You might be saying to yourself, hang on a second, it's Foodie Friday, yet you're not in the kitchen, you're in the studio. Why is that? Well, twofold, really. First and foremost, Chris Jarmer is not here today because Chris's daughter, Charlotte, graduated from Year 12, last day of school for Year 12s. They're having a big event there at Jarmer's today, so Chris is an apology. However, the Foodie Friday segment just never ends because, as you would know, apart from Chris and apart from Debney Distributors and our great friends at SMEG, a vital cog in the Foodie Friday chain is Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Pow's, who we love, Kings Road at Parafield. And Sam Cafoni's here. So instead of food, it's all about the drinking today on the show.
Welcome to Foodie Friday with Chris Jarmer from Jarmer's Kitchen. Thanks to SMEG and Parafield Airport Liquor.
Sam Cafone, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Great to see you too, Leith.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So no food for us today? That's why we're allowed to be in here?
Well, that's because I can't cook.
Well, yeah, me neither.
Well,
what's your best dish? What can you cook?
Oh, you know, pastas are usually the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
I think that doesn't take all that much talent.
I'm a good palmy kind of guy.
Oh, okay.
Just a little chicken, a little bit of flour,
right?
Egg.
You have egg.
Panko crumbs.
You have egg.
It's healthy-ish.
Right.
And then I deep fry the gizzards out of it, and then there's your schnitzel. Happy days.
There you go.
And we would find out what's going to be paired with your schnitzel. It's great to have you here. This gives us a chance to do a little bit of tasting today, which we're excited about.
Yeah.
We have two very special tasters for today. Tim Ginniver's going to come and join us.
Cool.
Because I know you've brought in some...
I did bring in a whiskey. Yeah, I did bring in a whiskey.
Yes.
Both he and his lovely wife both
Angela.
like whiskey.
Right.
So I just figured I would... I tasted this and thought to myself, who's going to like that? And I thought, Timmy Ginniver's right up his alley. So, yeah.
And the newest member of the FIVEAA family, Tamira Francis, our newsreader, she's coming in because she, like me, doesn't eat a lot. Unlike me being fussy, she's vegan. So there's a lot of dishes she can't eat, but she does love grapes.
There you go.
It works out perfectly. And we've got a beautiful wine to try today.
We have a little Chardonnay today that I brought in, a little K1 Chardonnay.
Excellent. We're going to talk about all of that and more between now and 3:30 on Foodie Friday. Before we get into all of that, people that have been to Powell's, the big airport hangar there, Kings Road at Parafield, they know how big you are. I was thinking about this before. I love a pie graph. Beer, wine and spirits. Where do we sit in terms of the fractions?
It's basically, for us, it's about 30% of each. 30.
Okay, so even.
It's pretty even.
Yep. Does that fluctuate during the year? Like, is there more beer in summertime, or is that?
Yeah, you tend to, your numbers change around a bit. It doesn't change as massively as you would think. Obviously, winter comes and reds increase, but whites don't really decrease over that period. But it is interesting how you look throughout the year and the pie chart doesn't move that much.
And you've got a solid, spirits level, and I know the whiskey's here today. You're a big whiskey guy yourself, are you not?
Yeah, I would probably say that I'm a big alcohol person because that's what I do.
Your job,
right?
yeah.
It's about the flavour and tastes.
Because I know your range is gigantic, isn't it? Like, if you want to speak to experts, this is why you go and see you and Jamie, and whether it's a present, whether it's something you want to try, whether it's your favourite, you're tapping into that.
Yeah, exactly. So we try to make the store not a boring store. We if you're going to make the effort to come out and see us, we want it to be an experience that you're going to get to look at different products that you probably haven't seen or heard of before.
Yep.
But they're in the store for a reason because they're amazingly good for what they are.
You know, when I've been out to visit you, even as a non-drinker, it's visually appealing. Like, I like the bottles and I like the labels, and that's the thing. It's not just stock standard. They all look the same. Wine's a little harder. You've got to go with a label there. But particularly spirit bottles, I've seen skulls and big bottles, small bottles, all different shapes and sizes. It's kind of fun to fix stuff out.
Packaging's an important part of the game. I guess that's important. But what's more important is the liquid inside the bottle. That's the most important bit.
True.
You know, getting those flavours and tastes for people that they may not have experienced before. So
how many whiskies you reckon you got in store?
Well, we say, on our advert, we say that we've got 500 whiskies in store.
500?
Yeah, and that...
Could you blind test a whiskey? Like, if I picked any of those 500, could you taste the difference between this and this and this?
I'm not going to say I'm going to be able to pick exactly the product, but I could probably hone down a little bit and say it's probably from this area, and it's, I can probably say, well, this one's Australian, this one's Scottish, this one's Japanese.
Can you educate me and the listeners? Is there a difference between whiskies? You know how wines, you have really thin wines and you have heavy wines. And
there is differences in the process in making some of those products. So, the Japanese stuff tends to be a little bit more cleaner sort of style.
Yep.
The Scottish, and same too with the Irish. The Irish sort of triple distill their whiskey rather than like with the Scotch only distill twice. And so
because we have a whiskey club here. Like they've got a secret compartment. They get together.
They don't buy enough stock from me, but that's okay.
They should. They're like stonemasons. Like, they get together. It's all a secret little society. They love it though.
It's great.
Like, it's people are really passionate out there.
Yeah, so they should be.
What about when you and Jamie send? If Chris was here and he's cooking a particular dish, I've always wondered, how do you work out the pairing? So do you wait for the meal first and then go, right, this is what goes with that?
Generally, Chris and I are good friends, and so he'll send me a text saying, "Oh, I'm cooking this," and generally that just sort of gets our minds going. Okay, what's going to suit that dish?
Yep.
And there'll be times where I have to text back saying, "Okay, well, yeah, but what how are you cooking it? What yes, I understand what protein you're putting in, but sometimes the protein isn't the most important piece in what you choose to pair it with.
Oh, the way you cook it.
So, for example, last week,
the duck,
right? So,
croquettes.
Anyone who says duck, the instantaneous thing is Pinot. So,
right.
So we sent a Pinot Noir because it marries so well with duck. So generally that's the way it goes, but sometimes it's more about the sauce rather than the protein. So, and the style of the cooking. So,
do you have those conversations in Pals? Like, are you walking around with customers and you're saying, "Oh, what are we doing this weekend? We're having a barbecue."
Yeah.
Well, this.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So people come in and ask, say, "What can I pair with this?" If they're having dinner parties, particularly, how do I structure what we drink and when? And that's sort of the piece that we can sort of help with.
You guys do not just individuals though, don't you? Like, you do groups and gatherings and parties. Like, you guys are experts at that kind of stuff, are you not? Sorting people out?
Yeah. If you're having a party, particularly wedding. we do a lot of weddings.
Do you?
A lot of weddings. And we've sort of paired up with, function places like, Aru Farm and the like, some of the places that we do, who will tell the bride and groom, hey, go out to Pals, they'll fix up or help you choose what you need for your wedding. And there's a lot of stress on brides and grooms at that period, so we can sort of make it a lot easier for them.
So give me an idea. What do you start with at a wedding? What are you having through the middle, and is there something you finish with?
Well, you can stage like that, but generally speaking, you've got to hit those things. You've got to have supply beer for people. You've got to supply wine.
Yes.
You maybe have to do spirits depending on the mix of people who are coming.
Okay.
But the most important thing that we need to know from them is how many guests, so we can help them choose the right number of stuff, so they don't over purchase.
Yep.
They don't want to run out of stuff, but they don't want to buy and have stuff left over. So,
and I guess outdoor events too would be different, like a different kind of drinking.
It's a different piece. So is the thing a sit down event or is it a cocktail event? that changes the numbers of what you do.
And a significant day like a wedding, you'd want to get your bubbles right too. Chris Jarmer actually texted me with his family today because he said, did you know that it is National Champagne Day today?
Today?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
We're not allowed to say champagne though, are we not?
No, we're allowed to say champagne, but champagne comes from France.
Oh, right.
And so, yes, so we can't call anything that's made in Australia champagne. It's just, Aussie bubbles.
But if you're having like your big event, you want to make sure you got the best stuff. That's why it's good to come and see you.
Correct. Choose the right things.
It's like a bad DJ ruins a wedding.
Well, that's the thing. We can help them choose the right things because we're trying lots of stuff all of the time. I mean, on an average day, we would probably try 20 products a day.
Really?
Yeah, so this constant evolution of what we do, what comes into the store, and just because we've bought it once doesn't mean we'll buy it again.
Yep.
The next vintage, we might say it's not as good.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Try before you buy.
Exactly.
We're 2 months away from Christmas. Has the chaos started? Are people getting in prior preparation prevents poor performance? I tell my kids all this. Are people getting ready now?
Yeah, we just see, once you see the weather start turning.
Like this.
Yeah, correct. We've got a lovely day today. Beautiful. So people start thinking about going out. And we get to, Melbourne Cup, which is only a couple of weeks away.
Oh, yeah.
And people really start thinking about, I've got to do Christmas gifts for people.
Yes.
I've got, we've got events that are coming up because we're going to be having people over, that sort of thing.
I think of how many people you've saved for special events, birthdays, Christmas, etc. Because there's always a hard-to-buy person within a family.
Sure.
Or that one present, just have it there just in case. You think of how many times you help people with the gift-buying process too.
Absolutely.
Because it's always a great gift that nobody's ever going to be disappointed with a present from pals.
Well, that's right. Well, that's what we try to do. Choose something that they're going to, an experience for people. I mean, that's the key piece for us.
Yep.
We want people to have an experience when they try something. You don't want to be drinking the same stuff all of the time.
Yep.
So the key is try different stuff, be open to change.
Yes.
I know that's not what you do with your eating habits, but it's a good thing for people.
I've got a formula. I'll tell you what you have helped. My dad loves, as you know, his Guinness. And so I've always got the Guinness from you guys. Is there anything you could try differently? He loves Guinness. Is there something similar to Guinness that's not Guinness? Or you just go, we love Guinness, we're on the Guinness?
Yeah, I think that generally speaking, Guinness people will like other dark beers.
Okay.
But again, it'll be a piece where they can try something different and give it a go. Not everything suits everybody. That's, the way it works.
Yep.
It is a subjective game.
Take a visit, folks. Kings Road at Parafield. Now, if people can't get out there, the website, of course.
Website,
make calls,
absolutely come in. Like I say, I've got a customer in Western Australia who sends me text messages and says, just send me a carton of this and a carton of that.
Really?
And, and he'll put dealer's choice, whatever I want.
So that's good.
So I will mix up cartons of stuff and send it off to him. And, he loves what we do. And I've actually said to him, we have a website. You can go on and purchase online.
Yeah, he
said to me, but the problem with that is I will only buy the things I already know. And so I like the experience of trying different stuff, and you always give us great stuff.
Seeing it through someone else's eyes. All right, we're going to get to a break. Tasting on the other side. Last quick question.
Sure.
What's your all-time favourite drink? Death Row, Sam Cafone. You can pick one alcoholic beverage of choice. It's the last liquor that will hit your lips before you shuffle off this earth. What are you going with?
Such a hard question.
Pick one.
It's like saying who's your favourite child. It's one of those things. We all sometimes have favourite children. We never tell the others, of course.
I don't.
It's one of those things. Look, I love everything, but it's probably going to be a whiskey.
All right. Nice choice. Lovely segue, as we say in radio. On the other side, get on the Complete Care live stream, Facebook and YouTube, because it's a double tasting. Timmy with the whiskey, Tamira with the wine. More with Sam Cafone from Pals next.
Collect 5 times everyday rewards points on every shop at Woolworths. Just tap Boost in the app before you shop in-store or online to collect 5 times bonus points. Hurry, Member Frenzy ends Tuesday. Offer ends 28 October. T's and C's apply.
Don't miss out on a top-of-the-line Audi A1 in next week's St. John Christmas Home Lottery draw. Plus, there's over 10,000 other prizes to be won in the $7.5 million prize pool, including the $5 million grand prize package, where you can choose a stunning waterside home in Adelaide, Sydney, Melbourne or the Gold Coast. Enter before midnight Sunday for your chance to win an Audi A1 and more. Buy your tickets now at stjohnlottery.com.au. Licence M14834. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Go Harvey Norman. Bonus gift cards with selected appliances in-store and online now. Buy the new Breville Oracle Dual Boiler Coffee Machine and receive a bonus $300 gift card. Or a Hisense 483-litre French door fridge and receive a bonus $100 gift card. Buy selected home entertainment and receive a bonus gift card up to $650. Best brands, best range, and bonus gift cards. There's more in store at Harvey Norman. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Adelaide's big four-wheel drive and adventure show, plus the Club Marine SA Boat Show is on. It's 2 shows in one. All the big brands, caravans, camper trailers, camping, boats and fishing gear, four-wheel drive, accessories and travel info. Get new skills on the Toyo Tyres Open Country Adventure Zone. Meet special guests on the Angle Bush Camp stage. Enter to win the Kimberley Adventure. Four-wheel drive and adventure show, plus Club Marine SA Boat Show this Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Adelaide Showground. Tickets and info at fourwheeldriveshow.com.au.
Agostino Mitsubishi's demo clearance sale is on right now with loads of demo vehicles that must go.
They're absolutely overstocked, so why pay full price when you could drive away with a feature-packed demo model for less?
Plus, they're including 10 years warranty and cap price servicing with any demo car purchased during the sale.
Agostino Mitsubishi's demo clearance sale is on now. Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes. Hurry, stock won't last.
Thinking about dental implants but feeling a little nervous? That's totally understandable. Which is why at Burnside Dental Practice, comfort always comes first. We offer gentle sleep dentistry, so you'll always feel calm and supported. Our implants are matched to your smile and made for your comfort, so you can confidently eat, speak and smile with ease. For complete peace of mind, book your implant consultation at Burnside Dental Practice in Hazelwood Park. Visit burnsidedental.com.au.
Looking for the perfect venue to host your next event? Empire Bar and Pool. The spacious and stylish location is the ideal spot for your next function. Whether it's a birthday or friendly competition, Empire is where events come alive. empirepool.com.au.
5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Cast of Thousands, Foodie Friday. Chris Jarmer is here. Not here, rather, because Chris is at his daughter's graduation. Congratulations, Charlotte. Sam Cafoni's here, though, from Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Kings Road of Parafield, where you get all of your beer, wine, spirits, hard to find. Got a couple of tasters for you today. Doing the honours, Timothy Geneva is here on the Sports Show with Tim. Thank you. Like a roll call at school. And the newest member, Sam, who you may or may not have met, from the 5AA family, Tamira Francis from our newsroom.
Guys.
Lovely to see you, Tamira. Thank you for coming. Now, you're a wine drinker?
Yes, partial to a wine.
Excellent. You're going to try that in a second. Timmy, you're a whiskey man.
I don't mind a whiskey, yes, correct.
So what have you got for us today, Sam, to try?
I went to a whiskey tasting yesterday.
Yes.
It was a Nicker tasting. So it was like, this is this particular brand.
Right.
So Japanese, fantastic product range.
Right.
And I got to this whiskey and I thought to myself, what does that smell and taste like? And this here is a bit more bourbon-esque.
Right.
And I thought, who likes bourbon style whiskies? And I thought of you, and I thought, well, I'm coming to AA tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just take that bottle with me.
And I took a long time to say yes. Yeah, that smells lovely. Am I allowed to taste now or not?
You can do whatever you like.
So you nose the whiskey before you taste, much like a wine?
Absolutely.
And what are you smelling for?
You're smelling to try to get some characteristics and flavours that might remind you. When you smell something, it's all about your memory.
Right.
What does it bring back? What does it make you feel like?
What memory does that bring back for you?
Oh, passing out, I think. Let me taste it.
All right, rip in. Bro, Sam just choked on his whiskey there.
Yeah.
As a non-drinker, I just can't get the idea of like just sipping things. Wow. Never in my life have I ever sipped a tiny thing and just left that much in a glass.
You've got to treat this with respect.
With respect.
And
gotcha.
that. And my What am I hinting? What am I tasting?
So I think you're getting sort of bourbon-esque characteristics within this. So this is a single grain whiskey,
which is compared to single malt. What are we talking?
Yeah, I mean single malt. It's a confusing term, single malt, and what single malt means, but generally speaking, it's a single malt is from one grain, from one distillery, to be classified as being single malt.
Okay.
And there's a whole stack of different rules in different countries in terms of what they can call what. But this is a Japanese whiskey, and I think it drinks really lovely, and it heads down more of that bourbon-esque style because it is made with the majority single corn as its base. So that's very bourbon-esque in its style to start with, and then it gets put into sort of bourbon barrels.
Do you want it mature, neat, or do you want it with ice traditionally?
Depends on.
Does Coke ruin it, or do you want it on its own?
Completely.
Does it?
Yeah. Do not.
You don't do whiskey and soft drink.
And if
okay, what's
a mate of mine went to a very traditional town in Ireland, and somebody ordered a straight Jameson's and said, "Can I have some ice?" And the bartender looked at him, and all the old blokes looked around, and they said, "We don't like ice. It sunk the Titanic."
Oh, really?
It's a good point.
See, I didn't know
they won't have ice on
there's protocols. No. I had a very similar incident when I sent a steak back that Chong Lu cooked once and said, "Chong, can you cook it a bit more?" And there was silence in the room. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, these are protocols. You got to learn these things. You never ask.
But you like what you like. So,
Correct.
I mean, that's the piece. If you like it with Coke, then put it with Coke. But generally,
does anyone do it? Probably not.
I mean, some people do, but, you know, it is what it is. When
you're younger, that's how you sort of sometimes introduce yourself to whiskies and the like. But then you get a bit more mature and you go, no, neat is the way to go.
So is a whiskey an end of the day drink for Tim? When would you have a whiskey?
I like it at the end of dinner. Yeah. Okay. And I like it when I'm watching Netflix, and I like it when I'm after the football when we've lost. I like it.
So you and Angela would just top the night off with a little whiskey as you're watching.
If we've gone to the footy and you know, we've had a win, we'll go back and watch a replay. We'll sit down, have a whiskey, watching a replay. Yeah.
And the Japanese whiskey versus who's the other traditional whiskey maker?
Well, Scotland's the home of whiskey, but every country makes whiskey.
Not if you talk to the Irish.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Can you taste the difference between a Japanese and a Scottish/Irish whiskey?
Yeah, you can. Usually you can.
Okay.
I mean, Japanese whiskies tend to be a bit more cleaner sort of style.
I agree with that.
The Japanese went to Scotland, you know, hundreds of years ago to learn, and they are the great copiers. Right. So they took it back to Japan and copied, but they didn't do it in such a way to try to make it cheaper. They did it to perfect it.
Nice.
So that's the Japanese model for what they do.
Thumbs up. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, thumbs up. And he's 100% right about the cleanness of them.
Beautiful.
Very much so.
Well, enjoy that, Tim. There's a little chaser for you before the show. Would you like to just top a little bit more, or is that it for the day? Just a tiny bit more.
I took a lot anyway.
What's the name of this that we should look for at Power?
So this is Nikka, and it's the coffee grain.
Nikka. Nikka Coffee, COFFEY, grain whiskey. Nikka Coffee grain whiskey. Ask for it at Powers. Beautifully done. Thank you, Tim. Now, Tamira. Now, you're from Sydney, aren't you?
No, I'm from Perth originally.
Oh, really?
But I was in Sydney before Adelaide.
Because I figured the Francis is sort of eastern states, because we say Francis, but you say Francis. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't even know how to say my own name, to be honest. Tamira.
Now,
Francis.
you're a wine drinker. So Sam has got something special for you here today. What are we trying with Tamira here on the Complete Care live stream, Sam?
Well, originally I was going to be coming in with Shane Harris from K1.
Yep.
And he'd brought in this bottle of Chardonnay for me to taste, and that's when I invited him to come along today. But unfortunately, as it turned out, he couldn't make it. And so I thought, well, I better at least take the wine in.
Yes.
So this is their reserve Chardonnay, and I think it's a lovely little drop.
So, Tamira, are you a Chardonnay drinker of note, or you just enjoy a wine?
I can't say I've ever had a Chardonnay outside of a winery. So this is,
So tell us about K1. K1 is from where?
So K1 is Adelaide Hills fruit.
Okay.
Yep. So they're in Kaipo.
Yep.
And they do amazing stuff. All their varietals are true to the varietal.
Okay.
They're amazing wines, and Shane's a particularly great winemaker. He's doing a wonderful job, and almost everything we taste from them is bang
on the mark. What did you think, Tamira? So we have a sneaky...
I actually really like it, and that's big because apparently you're either red or white. Is that correct?
Yeah.
In terms of wine?
If you enjoy flavour, I think you should be everything.
Okay.
You can prefer drinking red, but, there are times that, white is more appropriate.
But on a day like today, Tamira would have a white, like a Chardonnay.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay, what do we pair? If Tamira was to have some food with her Shardy, what would she enjoy?
Well, chicken dishes work really well with Chardonnay. And
vegan.
Oh, you're not a
vegan.
Oh, vegan.
That might be a bit
So what do we do?
Okay.
Do you know a vegan dish that goes with Shardy?
There's a good question. Okay, so maybe what would work really well with that is probably a salad with cashew nuts. So you're getting that nut, because that will certainly fit the bill without putting a protein that wasn't not your thing. But that would work really well with that, because I think you get a lot of pine nuts in that, and cashew would certainly go down that track.
And if we see Tamira on the live stream, you can see she's got quite a big glass. Now, this was an issue for you before the tasting because we had a smaller glass. Explain that to the non-drinkers in the audience, or people who want to enjoy it more.
That's the glass that we were going to give it to her in, because apparently there was only one glass, one
we got a party
glass,
downstairs.
But
they stole them.
You do want to hold the glass and swirl it and put your nose into the.
Go on, Tamira, get your nose in there.
Bad?
Tamira?
No, that's good. That's good. We could make it better rather than holding the stem itself, to hold the disc on the bottom.
Yep.
And
how would I do that?
There you go. Don't spill it, Tamira. This is a this is a brand new scary.
You get used to it. You just sort of
like that.
Start. Yeah, correct. Yep. You're getting some air into the wine, and then you put your nose in the glass, right in.
Drop your nose into
Yeah, that's
there you go. Look at that on the live stream. You almost passed out.
I'm like, that is very fragrant. But no, would I be right in saying it's dry?
Oh, it is very dry.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Yes.
So K1, we can get that at Powell's?
We can get that at Powell's. So,
and they do all whites, reds?
They do whites and they do reds. So we've got a reasonably large range of their wines in the store. So, yes, they're
beautiful.
Fit the bill.
We're going to get to headlines. Tamira, thank you. You enjoyed that?
Thank you. Yes, I did. Thank you so much.
There you go. Tamira Francis, 5AA family member. Sam Cafone, you've been here forever. You're a 5AA family member too. Where do we find you?
Well, you find us out at Parafield Airport, Kings Road.
Can't miss you.
Can't miss me.
Big plane on the...
And you can get us on the net as well if you want to, buy from us online if you don't want to make the trip out there.
Yep. powellsliquor.com.au.
You got it.
Well done. To you and to Jamie and to all the staff, thanks for everything you do for us. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the education lesson today. Hope people enjoyed that too on the Complete Care live stream. We'll get to the headlines. Get in now for Christmas.
That's the right.
Get your special events ordered. Powell's Liquor, Sam Cafone, Tamira, and Tim Geneva, who's already snuck out with his... He took that bottle with him, by the way, too. Thief. Back after headlines.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the news headlines. The Australian Defence Force is facing a landmark class action over allegations of systemic sexual violence, harassment and discrimination. Victorian Police have launched a dedicated task force to find accused police killer Desi Freeman. NBA stars and members of the mafia are among dozens arrested in an illegal gambling crackdown in the US. And in sport, defending Supercars champion Will Brown has topped the timesheets in Practice 1 for the Gold Coast 500. The 5AA forecast, sunny this afternoon, showers and storms tomorrow 25. Right now it is 23 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
You could test drive a new Volkswagen Amarok from Barossa Valley Volkswagen, where the road winds through vineyards and golden paddocks beneath gum trees older than memory, where the air smells like eucalyptus along sun-drenched hills that roll on forever. Or around the block and through the shopping centre car park. At Barossa Valley Volkswagen, you can really test drive the Amarok, not your patience. BarossaVolkswagen.com.au.
Some things need an emergency department, but if you're umming and ahhing on what to do, it might be more of an emergency. If you're unwell and unsure what to do, call Health Direct on 1800 022 222 and a registered nurse will help you find the best care for you. A message from the Government of South Australia.
Moving house or considering purchasing your first? Talk to the home loan experts at People's Choice. Our basic variable flexible home loan has been backed by CanStar, bringing competitive interest rates, no upfront or monthly administration fees, and the option to link multiple offset accounts. Dream big with a low rate. Apply online at peopleschoice.com.au. Terms, conditions, fees, charges and lending criteria apply. Full details available on application. People's Choice Credit Union is referred to as People's Choice. Australian Credit Licence 244310.
At Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, the swear jar takes on a whole new meaning. It's about their pledge to do everything they can to make your bathroom or kitchen renovation experience the best it can possibly be. It's a commitment their entire business takes seriously, from their incredible design team through to their selections and tradespeople. Every person at Buy Urban is invested. They swear by it. Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide's home renovation experts.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre. Freestyle Libre is a small wearable sensor that monitors your glucose levels and trends and sends them straight to your phone. Instant, up-to-date feedback. No finger pricks. How good is that? And you can trial Freestyle Libre for only $15. Just head to freestylelibre.com.au to find out how. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use. Read warnings before purchase. Free yourself from finger pricks with Freestyle Libre.
SA's biggest cover-up is about to be uncovered. Who's at the centre of it? Walco, of course. Summer is on its way. Time to think about waking up your sleepy pool and getting set for good times. Beat the rush now and organise your Walco pool blanket. It'll keep your pool clean and warm all summer. Plus, stop evaporation. Uncover the savings now with a Walco pool blanket. Visit walco.com.au today.
Always informative. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
We're going to let you know all about the John Farnham Show coming very soon to the Regal Theatre. Sean's going to join us in just 1 second. He might even be listening to us in the Uber. He is just minutes away. Sam Cafone, you've been very kind to hang around, even though we had the big sort of, emotional goodbye. I can just welcome you back and we'll goodbye you again in a second because I didn't check while we were doing our Foodie Friday. You got inundated with text messages. Jen says Jameson is the best, so I've been told. True or false?
It's a very, very good product, without a doubt. So if you like Irish whiskies, you're going to love it.
John Abbott, the unofficial mayor of Williston, sent me a text saying my father would like Kilkenny if he's a Guinness man. Would he like Kilkenny?
Yeah, he would. Stylistically, I think he would. I mean, the weight of the beer on the palate is very similar.
Yep.
But it's more what I would say is an amber, almost a red ale, rather than being a dark beer like a Guinness.
Okay. David says, Sam, Australia, is it true, has a long history making whiskey as well, brewed in Tasmania. His favourite whiskey is the Ned Kelly.
Okay, no worries. Well, yes, Tasmania was certainly the first place to start making whiskey in Australia, and a guy called Bill Lark, which you may have heard that name, he was probably the first doing it, and he probably started about 30, maybe 32 years ago, where he sort of started the big onslaught of everybody starting to make whiskey in Australia. So they were the first doing it. They're not necessarily the best at doing it, but they are certainly known for their whiskies.
Do you have the Ned Kelly at Powell's? Would you have some of those?
We don't do the Ned Kelly. Okay. We're pretty critical of the stuff that comes in. It's one of those things. It doesn't mean that people don't necessarily like the stuff.
Yes.
But
so would you say Scottish whiskey 1, Japanese whiskey 2, the rest?
Well, whiskey, like I said before, whiskey is made all around the world.
Yep.
So, and it doesn't matter whether whiskey has the E in it or not. the whiskies and bourbons are fantastic, and ryes are wonderful from lots of different countries, and the people who make them well make them well. So I wouldn't necessarily say Scotland's better.
Okay.
I think some of the stuff coming out of Australia is particularly good.
Oh, good.
At a much earlier age.
Mike says, Sam, how do you rate Johnny Walker Blue?
Not as high as him, I think.
Okay. See, you're on the Complete Care live stream. People can see your facial expression.
Yeah,
Not a fan?
I've got to talk honesty.
Oh, I like that.
I'm honest with people.
I love your honesty.
You know,
not a fan.
If you want to come into the store and buy it, I have it. But I will probably try to take you to buy something else.
Peter says, can you please ask Sam, I have a bottle of Bundy and a bottle of Dew. Oh, no, sorry. There's a pause or a gap between that. DEWARS, I think that would be. Dewars. 40 years of age. Would they still be any good?
If they have been unopened over that period of time, yes, they will still drink fine.
Okay.
They won't have improved.
So it's not wine.
It's not like wine.
Age.
So this is it doesn't. Once it's put into the bottle, that's it. It doesn't improve in the bottle. It goes in at this. How good it is today, and it stays that good for 200-300 years. It doesn't matter as long as the seal has not been broken.
All right. Fingers crossed, Peter. I wouldn't be trying it if the seal has been broken. Thank you for hanging around. Great to see you again.
No problem at all.
Emotional farewell number 2.
All right, I'll give you a hug.
Sam Cafone. You see it on the live stream for Complete Care. Sam Cafone, Powers, Parafield Airport Liquor. Go and see him. Kings Road at Parafield. John Farnham. Not the John Farnham, but the best part of next.
5AA is inviting you into the studio every afternoon. Head to the 5AA live stream.
Live life your way with personalised disability support and aged care services. Visit completecare.com.au today.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. Bob Jane T-Mart's Epic Drive Sale is on now with thousands of tyres discounted. Want a free tyre? Buy 3 Bridgestone, Yokohama or Kumho tyres and the 4th tyre's free. Up to $200 instant cashback on selected Pirelli, Bridgestone and Continental tyres. We won't be beaten with our best tyre price guarantee. Give us a call or shop online today. At Bob Jane T-Mart's, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
Hi, it's Wayne Phillis. We're celebrating Wayne Phillis Ford's 40th anniversary. So if you're looking for a Ranger, we have 4 stock that we have to clear. Ranger Black Edition, 55 grand drive away. XLT bi-turbo from 59 grand drive away for ABN holders. Or the XLT 3-litre V6, just 64 grand drive away for ABN holders. Be quick, when they're gone, they're gone. Wayne Phillis Ford celebrating 40 years at Christie's Beach, or go online at waynephillisford.com.au.
Wayne Phillis Ford. What makes Ray White the big name in business broking? They're people, like multi-time SA Business Broker of the Year, Brett Buckley, and his team of business professionals. They take a deep dive into your business, finding value and potential, and they know what they're looking for because they know businesses. They're not real estate salespeople trying to sell businesses, they're business people selling businesses. If you want to know what your business is worth, touch base with Brett. Search Ray White Business Sales SA. Multiple Business Broker of the Year awards.
A new elevated shopping experience awaits at Burnside Village. With a 2-story Mecca flagship store, Coco Republic, JB Hi-Fi, Uniqlo, Style Runner, Cavari, July and much more. Burnside Village. Fashion, dining, lifestyle. BurnsideVillage.com.au.
Hi, I'm Steve Wormald from Walco Liners and Covers out at Paraka. We're a manufacturing business. So far as advertising, we've done a few things. Print, magazines, a couple of spots on TV, but we'd never done radio. Contacted 5AA and were teed up with James Wellham and thought we'd give it a go. Very much James's pitch was that quite distinct from a radio show with music. A talk show, advertising that comes in on chat show will be more like a testimonial. So that was quite attractive to me to give that a go and actually be personally endorsed, I suppose, by the talk show. 5AA is the only one in town. We gave it a go. That was 2016.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
Be inspired with a trip to Virginia Home and Garden. Not only will you find 12,000 square metres of indoor and outdoor plants, fruit trees, ornamental trees and much more, you'll also find the perfect pot. Virginia Home and Garden has pots in all sizes, colours and textures, so you can match your new plant to your home decor or create a relaxing haven outdoors. Nurture yourself with nature at Virginia Home and Garden. not just a nursery.
5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Complete Care live stream Facebook and YouTube. You can now watch us as well as hear us, and we have a very special visual and audio treat for you on the back of our Foodie Friday. My thanks again to Sam Cafone for dropping in from Powers, because coming up on the 1st of November at the beautiful Regal Theatre, 2 shows, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m, you will be able to hear Farnsey, the songbook of John Farnham, from my next guest, who you know from Southern Empire, The Voice on the telly, and also Rocket Man with the Southern Cross Symphony, Sean Holton. He joins us live in the studio. Lovely to see you, Sean. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Nice to be here.
Nice going picking John Farnham, because it's a beloved figure, but I imagine a hard figure for you to kind of emulate, because Farnsey's got some sort of voice.
He's got the voice, whether you can understand it or not. But yeah, it's a very tall mountain to climb, and really it's all in honour of my mum. John Farnham is my mum's absolute favourite musician of all time. She's been there from the very beginning, from the music halls where it was, small and raucous, and she snuck into dressing rooms and all sorts. So this is a 3-year overblown ultimate. Bet my siblings can't top this gift.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the tribute to your mum. But the beauty of doing John Farnham is he is so beloved. Yeah. He's universally beloved. We know that he's had his health issues and his medical issues, so there's probably a chance that we will never see him perform again. So those who got to see him the first time round, you're doing the next best thing. You are performing the songbook of John Farnham. So as a kid growing up, were you listening to mum's records and CDs, just soaking in, getting the sponge of Farnham?
Yeah, my first memory in life is jumping from couch to couch, listening to Pressure Down on a worn-out cassette tape. Yeah.
So how old are you?
I'm 40 in 4 days.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, so the 80s, this is what we're talking, because when the Voice album came back out, Whispering Jack came back out. See, I'm almost 50, so I missed the 70s version of Farnsey and obviously the Sadie the Cleaning Lady days, but I was around for the resurgence. Now we see the book and the documentary and all that kind of stuff. I know you've done this before. Lorraine is one of your super fans. She sent me a text message earlier. She's going to be there front row for you for this show.
Awesome.
You would notice that fans of all generations love when you perform this music.
Yeah, because I feel like for me, John Farnham was like my second dad, and I think he was kind of, if you grew up near when I grew up, which is 85, which I didn't think was a long time ago, but apparently it's getting there. He was in every household in Australia, whether some liked it or not. But I think the beautiful thing about Farnham now is he's had this humongous career, and we've gotten to this point now where even if you maybe thought he was a bit too daggy for you back then, he's just become such a huge part of Australian culture and heritage that I think really universally he's loved by all.
Revered.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And we were listening to him on the radio, then we would see him on TV. He was like a regular on Hey Hey at Saturday.
And so real, such a real guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Midday Show with Ray, all of that and more. Before you're going to play for us, which thank you for doing that. I'm a sucker for someone with talent walking through the door with a guitar, so I'm very excited about that. You've had a great run. Like Southern Empire's well known. The Voice, you're hanging out with Keith Urban on the TV. Like, what does that do for you as a musician and profile and selling tickets and all the rest of it?
Look, it's just made things move a little bit faster. I've just got a couple of things now where if I come up with an idea like this Farnsey show and I say, hey, let's do this, then it's just made it a little easy for people to go, yep, I'll do that with you. So it's a foot in the door.
Then you did Rocket Man with the symphony too. I mean, again, you're taking on a beloved performer in Elton, but you would notice people want to get along in a room and sing songs that they love with you.
Yeah, that's the most beautiful part. And we also did a massive Led Zeppelin show with the orchestra as well. That was really, really cool. That was about a month ago. And this last few years, I mean, I've been at this forever. This is my whole life has been about this. It's taken me all over the world. But the last few years have been a big ramp up. So I've had some fun experiences in the last couple of years.
Now, we should say this is more a tribute, isn't it? It's more than a tribute. This is not an impersonation impersonation of John Farnham. You're not putting on the wig.
I'm not copying the moves.
The mullet.
I don't rip off any of his jokes. You mean it is all dad jokes because I'm a member of the club. But,
of course.
No, it is definitely just it is tribute. It's about the songs. You mentioned John's health issues, and he's currently not performing anymore. And I don't think I would have touched this show if John Farnham was still out there doing his thing, because I don't think anybody needs to sing for this guy.
Yeah.
But now that he's not doing it, I think it's really important that we get together and we sing these songs.
I went for a deep dive in your videos online, and I was looking at, and I know you're going to do That's Freedom for us, which is excellent. You and I are having this conversation off air about your favourite Farnham song. I think Burn For You is my favourite Farnham song too. That is just a beautiful, and he's got the voice for it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful composition. It's some of the most sophisticated, lovely guitar playing ever, and just a wonderful song.
I saw you with Nikki Huskus on one of the videos. You were doing which Farnham song?
Please Don't Ask Me.
Please Don't Ask Me.
Yeah, John and Olivia Newton-John.
And how great did that come up too, the two of you?
Yeah, so lucky. So Nikki was a part of, she was a special guest and got up and did some Olivia and John main event stuff with me at a previous Farnham show. And we had such a great time doing that. We decided to head into the studio and make it last forever online.
You might be a little young. You know, all of us had the hots for Nikki back in the day when she was Barbarella.
Don't we
at
still?
Heaven. Well, of course we do. I mean, she's now married and kids and all the rest of it. But as teens in Adelaide, everyone that went to Heaven on West Terrace and knew Barbarella were like, holy moly.
She was on, so I was a Cheese TV, the morning breakfast show kid, and I just remember Barbarella on the commercials all the time. So
she is a delight though, isn't she? Just lovely. And what a voice.
Beautiful person, yeah.
Amazing. So you're performing 2 shows. I like this. Again, people that want to go out at night, they get to see you at 8 p.m, which is terrific. There's a lot of the 5AA audience, though, who will be keen to come to your show. They want to sing along with the John Farnham songs that they know and love, and that's the thing about Farnham. We all know his voice and we know his songs. You're doing a 2 o'clock show too.
Yeah, an early one. You could belt them out.
And get home at a reasonable time.
Exactly. Home in time for tea.
Which is what people love. Give us a rough idea before we hear from you. What do we expect at the show? So do you do it chronologically? Do you mix it up a little bit?
It's a bit all over the place, so we try to keep it interesting. I've got some of the best musicians you'll find around. So
you have got an all-star band.
Yes.
Tell us about the all-star band.
Oh, man. So they're from a mixture of all over. A bunch of them I met in a group called Sing It Live that I've been performing with for a little while. With Darren Mullen, that's right.
How well does that come up, by the way? Like he's a genius too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like the sound.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, and to do it that frequently, the guy never sleeps, I don't think.
Well, I've seen Nikki and her daughter do it on Sing It Live too.
That's right.
So, that's a great initiative. But, it always sounds good. So they're part of that group too?
They're part of that group as well. Yeah, we've got Damien Steele, Sky Compton-Harris, good friends of mine from the Sean and Friends band who will be playing with me tonight. I've got an album launch in the city tonight. And yes, you never know who's going to pop up. Sometimes there's some surprises. Cat Louise, that's right. We've got Chris Lau, Luke Whelan. It's just going to be the greatest, most faithful recreation with a bunch of epic.
Did you make Mum's day when you told her, hey, Mum, I'm doing a Farnham show?
Yeah. Or she didn't waste any time before, letting me know which songs must be.
What's the must? What's Mum's must Farnham songs?
Burn For You, obviously, has to be in there.
Chain Reaction?
Chain Reaction. I do Chain Reaction,
Excellent.
Cat Louise's brother hops up and plays harmonica on that. That's fantastic. Yeah. But we hit it all. There's some Johnny in there. There's some Little River Band. There's some Jesus Christ Superstar.
Really?
We hit it all.
Do you do Sadie?
We might do
Maybe. Well, you got to find out. You see this? That's well done. That's a nice little radio tease for people. Saturday, the 1st of November, 2 p.m, 8 p.m. Sean Holton is my guest. Farnsey, the songbook of John Farnham. You can get your tickets at Try Booking or get onto the regaltheatre.com.au. And we want to thank Marcus for arranging you to come in today. All right, let's have a little taste, can we please, just to hear your talents and to give people somewhat of a little taste of what you can expect at Farnsey, the songbook of John Farnham. This 5AA audience members is Sean Holton.
Yeah, I don't know what you want from me or what you think love ought to be. I was something that's open and strong at this country. Roads moving on from the mountain to the valley, from the ocean to the alley, from the highway to the river. One emotion to deliver, one heart, one way, one love. Oh, to share but not to chain, that's freedom. It's the song of the heart, a race in the wind, a light in the dark, that's freedom. It's a reason to live, then after the rain, rekindle the spark, that's freedom. It's a measure of trust when love is alive. It's tender and tough, that's freedom. It's when love is about the opening up and letting it out, let freedom ring.
Beautiful. Imagine that. I mean, it's sensational solo acoustic, but imagine that with your big band behind you too, just ripping in.
It is a huge moment. So I always thought that, you know, You're the Voice would be the song that is the most nuts song of the night. But when we play That's Freedom, something happens in the room every time. It just lifts.
So I got the weirdest childhood memory. I remember being with my parents in a car driving somewhere, and Richard Marx, so this would have been 90s, early 90s, like a Barry Bissell Take 40 Australia type thing. And Richard Marx, who had so many hits at the time, was talking about the greatest voices that he'd ever heard. And he said John Farnham is the greatest single voice he's ever heard, because as you do there, you've got, like, there's a register, I guess, but then there are some of the biggest notes ever.
Up and up and up and up and up. Yeah, he's just a masterclass of vocal mastery. And the cool thing is because he's mainly beloved here in Australia, I think he had, you know, a few hits over in Europe, etc. With the advent and the rise of YouTube content and things being spread around and reaction content, there are so many American-based YouTubers that are discovering John Farnham for the first time. The, you know, professional vocal coaches and, you know, professional reactors watching John Farnham for the first time and just absolutely losing their jaw. It's with amazement. Yeah.
That is awesome.
It's one of my favourite things was to watch people see John Farnham for the first time.
He was just extraordinary. I don't know if you've ever heard it. We play it religiously on the station. We can't play it now because Mark Zuckerberg watches this show like a hawk when it comes to copyright issues. He did the jingle for Rundle Mall. Have you ever seen that?
I do remember that.
It's bonkers good. Like it would, you release it as a single, people would buy it. Like he was such a talent. Is such a talent, continues to be. Sean, thanks for sharing that. That was a lot of fun. Sean Holton is doing the show of John Farnham. It's called Farnsey, the songbook of the great man. You can see him on the 1st of November from 2 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Try booking or theregaltheatre.com.au. Take your pick of the show. He is backed by an all-star band. It would just be the greatest sing-along that you'll see this year.
Yeah, it's hard to hear myself. The room's much louder than I am.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I love that.
Sean, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in and sharing.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Sean Holton doing the music of John Farnham, folks. Thanks for your company. Enjoy your weekend. Get out and enjoy. Oh, yes. We do have a double to give away.
That's right.
Marcus, thank you for that. All right, Blake, give me... Oh, Sean. Why am I going to Blake? Give me a number between 1 and 10, please.
I was going to say 15. 5.
That's fine. Caller 15. First caller through, 8223 0055. You get to see Sean and the band in action at the Regal Theatre, 8223 0055. Thanks again. Sports Show next.
Thanks, mate.
Coming up next, Adelaide's only local sports show. It's the very latest in sport, live from Adelaide. Enjoy the crisp, clear digital sounds now with the 5AA